fellow pipe smokers. Hey, this is a VR for Yusuf, Smoking Side. Uh, he had a question. What what brought us to the YTPC? I guess, well, first off, I was looking for how to smoke a pipe and whatnot, and stumbled across Mr. Mutton Chop and went through all of his videos and stuff and couldn't find much more. I'd type in YTPC and everything, heard about it, and just couldn't find nothing. And then I started going through his comments, finding people and adding them and stuff that was pipe smokers, and finally later on it grew some, found some different ones. A lot of guys that's gone. Pipe Cottage was one of them, which is still here, but I don't follow his channel anymore. What probably helped me out more than anything is going to the pipe shows and meeting the guys that had YouTube channels. And then this last Columbus show, I went to it and met Brad the Bearded Piper, and he introduced me to some people. I'd been watching Bean 316 and Cane Rod Piper, and I knew a bunch of those guys. I'd seen a few guys, but didn't put two and two together who they were, didn't know them at the show. Did know Corvette Jim. I'd seen his videos, seen a few Uncle Willie's, and I seen, hey, this is Greg from the Tunnel Tape, at the show, but I didn't know who he was at the time. I seen him around 2 or 3 times, but didn't introduce myself or nothing because I didn't know who he was. I hadn't found his videos. But once I found this corner, little group of the guys in our community, pretty much the eastern section of the YTPC, started finding more and more people. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper, didn't know who he was, but he come up and talked to me and Brad while we was there, and Brad introduced me to him, and he told me who he was, and started following his channel. Then SoCal Piper found him, and then found Central Cal Piper, then Pipe Shed, and then all those guys, and it just started growing and growing. And then I started doing some more videos and got to meet more guys on here. And one thing about you, Yusuf, man, it don't matter. You can put up a video and guaranteed you get some response from you, and really appreciate that. Boy, you have to stay busy to stay on all of that. I followed Sasquatch Piper before then, and then I met the Pipe Professor, and just like I said, a bunch more guys up at the show, and found their channels. But the bad thing is, if a lot of people's like me, if you search, there's a few of the big names that comes up, but it's hard to find our little subcategory of the pipe smokers. And then I found, I put a question up, was they kind of a directory or something, the YTPC, and Ed Armchair Piper said, you need to be following the Briar Report. Well, that's the first time I'd heard of the Briar Report. And then, oh man, a wealth of knowledge opened up once I found it. All the channels, and there's a lot of them that's went stagnant and not doing nothing now, but there's still a lot of guys on there that I hadn't never seen or heard. So we really need to be pushing the Briar Report and need somehow to bring it up to the front for all the new guys. I'm going to go on, and I hadn't done it. There's a couple pages on Facebook, new pipe smokers and no dumb questions and stuff like that. And I'm going to put on there, announce the Briar Report, and for the guys that's looking for some information and other guys that wants to come from Facebook, excuse me, and Instagram and come over into the YTPC. And but I'm going to try to do my little part on that and see if we can get some more guys, involved. But I'm sure there's a lot of guys would love to know that don't know nothing about it. But Yusuf, that's my response to you, VR. And buddy, keep up the good work. And like the two new little dogs, they're cute. Love them Jack Russells. They've always been one of my favorite, and I like the ones with the little goatees. I know yours is the slick ones, but they make raise so many different ones of them. But and if you hear a lot of noise walking around, it's my worker. He's out here working while I'm shooting videos. Well, I'm going to get off here and get back to work, but I thought I'd shoot this quick VR, and it's not too quick, but this one's for you, Yusuf. Take it easy.